Before this video begins, I just want to say that I already did record this video, like, on Easter Day, which is the day when I got the model that I'm going to be reviewing. But since I was just way too excited about this model, then I did sort of make a few mistakes, such as, missing little bits of information, or just a bit of poor filming and the camera constantly falling down and not being that stable. So I decided I'm redoing this video. I'm recording like a second attempt at making this video the day after I got the model that I'll be reviewing. So yeah, that was just to let you know that. So I hope you all enjoy this video, and just sit back, relax, and, well, like I said, enjoy the video. Hello there, Flying Fox and Barry Productions here, and I hope you all had a very great Easter. I actually had a very great Easter. So I'm going to be doing another 00 gauge review, and this will be reviewing an engine that I got for Easter, and I was not expecting to get this engine. I got this as like a gift for Easter, and like I said, I was not expecting to get this model at all. So this is a model that is, in my opinion, one of my favorite models in my collection. Not just it's one of my favorite steam engines in the world. It's a beautiful engine, but it's one of my favorite models. It's just one of my favorite 00 gauge models in my collection. So, and another thing, one of the reasons why is because it comes in its original packaging and is like an all new in box engine. This has never been opened before, but yet it still is one of the smoothest runners in my collection. So that's quite surprising. So, the engine that I'm going to review, which you've probably seen from the thumbnail and the title, I'm going to be reviewing this. Just wait the camera to focus on it. I'm going to be reviewing this model. This is the Hornby LMS Stanier Princess Coronation Pacific No.6234 Duchess of Abercorn. Yeah, Duchess of Abercorn. Which is just a stunning... I know that it's one of Hornby's older models, but I like collecting old 00 gauge models way more than the new ones. The new Hornby models are very fragile, but these guys, they're way more simpler, and even though they may have less detail, they're still good representation of the real engines that these models are supposed to be modeled after. So yeah, this is Duchess of Abercorn, the LMS Stanier Princess Coronation. So yeah, and it comes with its original box, just like the Lima 94XX and the FX World Score. It comes with the original packaging. So I'll just flip that to there. Also, even though this is brand new in box, the box has seen better days. The box is a little bit beat up. For instance, I can easily just take this thing out. See? Yeah, it's loose. It just literally came off yesterday. So, it says number R305, means, I think that probably means the code of this model, I guess. I'm not sure, I'm not an expert. So it says R303 LMS Coronation Class Duchess of Abercorn. So, yeah. So I think this is supposed to be the code or something. The other side of the box, flip upside down, there's Hornby Railways. Oh, again, the Hornby Railways. And there's the front. At the top of the box, 00 gauge models, Hornby Railways. Yep. And this says that this is an authentic 00 gauge scale model, which I think that means that it's a model that was not in a way a rebuild of some other model. For instance, Nope. A good example of an not authentic model must be the Hornby's Great Western Saint class, which is basically just one of their halls, only with a different cabin tender. I know that Hornby are making a new Great Western Railway Saint, which I'm actually quite excited for that one. I want to get a Saint, or especially a more accurate looking Saint. But anyway, so this is an authentic model. I thought this is actually one of their Hornby 00 coronations. From afar, I thought this is basically just one of their Hornby 00 coronations. The ones that go on 3 rails, kind of like the Lionel trains. But no, this is an actual hand-built model. It's not like a modification of a older model. So yeah, this is an authentic model. And it says that it apparently came from the Easable Models Hobbies and Collectors Shop. So yeah, like I said, I wasn't the one who bought this, so like I didn't actually was not expecting to get it, so I wouldn't know what was the price of it. I don't really have to know the price of it, but I'm still curious to find out what's the price of it. Maybe I should ask my parents in the future of what was the price of this engine, but I really doubt that they'll tell me. But they don't really have to. Yeah. So I don't have that much to say on. Then let's just unbox this. How should I say an appropriate thing? This, I'll just say this gorgeous model. I was thinking of much more sensitive kind, but I do not want to be too inappropriate with my language, so I'm just gonna keep it subtle. Obviously, I'm not, like I said, I want to just keep subtle things, but at the same time, I do not want to talk down to my audience, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I have to place it like that. Again, I hope that the camera will not fall off. I have to get a tripod at some point, but here we go. So let's just unbox this from that side. Here we go. Right. Also, what's so funny is that this drawing, you may think that's actually stuck into the box, but no, the paper, the photo actually does still come. You'll know what I mean. Right. So let's just pull everything out. Here we go. I just love doing these unboxings. It's just so satisfying. And here we go. Yeah, so you can, so the photo can also come out of the box. One thing that's so cool, this is the first model that I have that comes with its instructions. With that polystyrene packaging, it actually comes with its actual instructions. See, I know it's not really that important, but I just want to go through them anyway. That, see, there's an illustration of a Hornby B17 and a Great Western pannier tank. Flip it to the other side. Shows all the little bits and bobs and the parts inside the engine's bogie and stuff. I think this is the Coronation's bogie, and this is one of their 060 and their and this one probably shows. And this one definitely is one of the bogies from their generic 040s that one of these cheap 040s that Hornby make. There's one of their diesels. And here's an illustration of their 9F Evening Star. I would like to really get a 9F in double gauge scale. Maybe I should get one of Hornby's recent 9Fs. I heard that the Hornby 9Fs, especially the new Hornby 9Fs, are quite good. So I'm not going to bother flipping. Let's just put this away. Right. So put that red box away too. And that too. Right, so let's get to the actual model herself. Another thing that's so cool, instead of just being packaged like the Royal Scots in the 94XX, it's just like a simple pull a styrofoam box and then just pull them on aluminium. But no, this one, there's a separate polystyrene piece. This one, you just pull it up. There you go. Oh, and there's also another thing this is also the first model that I got that actually does come with some little modifications that you can add. You can add in a little driver and fireman in there. Look at that. I mean, they're not painted on, but maybe in future I will paint them and then put them into Duchess of Abercorn's cab. That will make, but I have a question. What is that thing supposed to be? This? Leave me know in the comments below of what this is supposed to be. Is that supposed to be like vacuum pipes or something? I'm not sure. But, just let me know in the comments below what this is supposed to be. I presume that's probably the vacuum pipes, right? But no, it can't be. I'm not sure. Leave me in the comments below what these are supposed to be. Like I said, I'm not the expert on model railways. You guys probably are. Right, so let's get the Duchess of Abercorn out of her box. This is not my first time unboxing, but, still, I just can't get over how gorgeous this model is. Okay, let's just, pull her out. Right, let's place her there. And let's get out her tender too. Good. Right, so let's just put all that way. And then, oh my god. Oh god, this is just so beautiful. This is a beautiful engine. And we'll connect the tender to the actual engine. Right. But that's good. And here she is, the Hornby LMS Princess Coronation Pacific, No.6234 Duchess of Abercorn. this is just one of the most prettiest models in my collection, and also one of the prettiest engines. So like LMS, they suddenly make, they don't, like, whenever the LMS made their locomotive, they always make them so pretty and so glorious and attractive, especially the express engines. Like, it's not just the Princess Coronation, you've got the Princess Royals, and the Royal Scots. These guys, they're so attractive. Like I said, the LMS really do know how to make an engine look so pretty and so glorious and royal and royalish, if you know what I mean. So Duchess of Abercorn, it's a beautiful, like, even though this is like a very one of Hornby's older models, it looks so glorious. It's just outstanding. This has outstanding detail, and I like the paint scheme too. That gorgeous Crimson Lake livery. It's beautiful in every single way. I mean, what do you think? You like the Crimson Lake livery? Well, I do. I bet most of you will love this livery. So, oh god, I mean, like, I've run this engine before, and even when it's in motion, it's just, okay, I don't know what I should say, because that is just beautiful. It's a beautiful steam engine model. Like I said, like, LMS engines really do know how to make their express engines look so pretty and make them look so attractive. I know that's probably like the 5th time I'm saying that. Oh, for God's sake. But I can't help it. It's just, look at it. It's attractive. I can't help but just keep staring into that gorgeous livery. Like, honestly, look at that. I mean, there's the side view of Duchess of Abercorn. Oh, and also, yes, this engine is also tender-driven, like my FX Royal Scot, but there's a difference. But there's a difference between the Royal Scot and the Coronation. Is that, like, the Royal Scot, both the tender and the engine are connected together, but this tender is actually removable. So you can just so you can see, the engine doesn't have any motors, it's free roamed, but the tender has to be attached to the engine to move, because this guy, this gal, it's Duchess, it's a she, this gal has tender pickups. Like, if it's not connected to the engine, then the tender will not move. Like the tender cannot move under its own power without being connected to the engine, because it's got pickups. I think that is what it's called, and I think that's how it works. It's like both the engine and the tender have power when they're connected to each other. I mean, like the engine doesn't really have the power, the tender does, but I think you know what I'm trying to say. But what makes this better, that system, is that this thing rarely cuts out, especially when going through points. I'm just so used to just saying engines as he. This is a female engine. Why do I give the engines genders? That's just how my stupid brain works. So, like, they made that girl. Just like, why do Hornby do not make this type of this type of connecting pickup system? Like, why don't they do this anymore? It's way more better than that stupid wiring crap. But yeah, it's so glorious. Honestly, that's just so beautiful. Like, why were just 3 coronations preserved? Like, why? Honestly, it's just like, these things are just so beautiful, and only 3 coronations are left in preservation. We probably think, wait, 3? I thought there was 2. Well, the most known ones are Duchess of Hamilton and Duchess of Sutherland, but there's also another one preserved, number 6235, City of Birmingham, preserved at the Birmingham Science Museum, I think. So, yeah. So just to let you know. So, yeah, so like I said, tender-driven engine. As much as I'm not the biggest fan of tender-driven engines, and one of the only advantages of that is I get to look at the piston rods and move. I can just free-wheel the driving wheels while looking at these gorgeous pistons as they look at those pistons, those coupling rods. That looks so glorious. It's beautiful. I'd like to say that engine's just so beautiful. Hornby had really done a good job with this model, especially for this being like one of the older models from Hornby's range. So that's just thumbs up to 10. But this engine does have its flaws, and I'm gonna go over them right now. So the first one is that, look, like the coal on the tender, it just feels so toy-like, and it's like I don't know. I know that most of the other tender engines do not have real coal. There's that fake coal, but this coal, it just feels more toy-like and much more cheap and compared to the rest of the ones. And not to mention, like, there isn't any yellow lining on the bottom part of the tender. There isn't any yellow lining, and that just makes it look a bit incomplete. Speaking of things not being painted, look, the whistle's not painted. Like, look, the whistle's not painted like in a gold, like these things. I don't know what they are. Another issue is that, look at that line going through the boiler and the smoke box. And no, it doesn't go through the dome. And yeah, it's just so awful. I do not like that. And also, not to mention the whistles, like, in the mold. Like, this is not separately applied whistle, it's all in the mold. So yeah, that's quite cheap. Cheap merchandising. The little quote from Thomas and Diesel D199 saying cheap merchandising. Yeah, I think you'll know the reference. So, and I think that's about it for the flaws, I think. No, wait. Is it? No, I'm not going to include the engine not having the shed coat thingy on the smokebox door. I'm not going to complain about that one, since that's just only a nitpick. Well, most of the other flaws I have with it are also nitpicks. But, you know, other than that, other than these little flaws, this engine is just absolutely brilliant. Let's do the tender again. Come on. Here you go. Nice little click. So yeah, this is just a glorious model. So, I have run this on the layout yesterday when I first got this, and oh my god, this is one of the smoothest runners in my collection, alongside the Bachmann LNER B1. I mean, like, this is one of the smoothest runners in my collection, well, most because it has tender and engine pickups, like it has tender pickups, so the engine doesn't cut out. This engine rarely cuts out, as I said before. I mean, it's just, oh my god, this engine runs like an absolute, like just as smooth as, dang it, what was that line? What was that called? As smooth as petting a dog? Ignore what I said. God, I'm so terrible at making these puns. No, the joke. No, what's it? I know nothing about jokes or difference between puns and jokes. Or never mind. But let's ignore me and let's just put this thing on the layout. We'll give it a little test run, and then we'll do a running session. We'll do a running session and couple her up to some coaches. To some Pullman 5? I think 5 Pullman coaches. Yep, some 5 Pullman. So let's go put our LMS Coronation No.6234 Duchess of Abercorn in the layout. Right, so let's put the girl there. Right, so here we are on the layout, and we've put our LMS Stanier Coronation, our Princess Coronation No.6234 Duchess of Abercorn on the track. And we put some 4 Pullman coaches from Hornby. Yeah, they're from the same company. And also, I made something different this time. I actually added a running loop. Something I really do on more. Like, when I get loads of more tracks, I'll make the running loop way more longer. And you can see, like, the 4 coaches don't really fit in. They only can fit like 3 coaches on that siding. And got an actual siding there. A loop. And then a crossing there. And then there's a little siding. So yeah, it's still the same generic layout with no seam rental, but like I said, in the future I will try to get like a table and an actual layout that I don't have to keep taking apart and then rebuild it again. You know what I mean? So got my controller, got the engine. Right, let's go and give it a run. But as much as she runs so smoothly, when she goes at slow, she is quite dodgy on the slow speeds. So that's gonna be kind of a problem. So, but we'll give it a go anyways. Right, Duchess of Abercorn, let's go, girl. No, she's not going. I have to give her a little nudge. Come on. Something's not right. Give me a second. Come on, please work. Come on. Time to give her a nudge. Oh, no. Okay, let's try that again, Duchess of Abercorn. I want it to go smoothly and at the right direction this time, okay? Come on. Come on, please. Go. Something seriously... Oh, here she goes. Okay, sorry about that. Right. Here goes Duchess of Abercorn. And, yeah, she's quite fast. Okay, gonna have to slow her down. I would like to go on a loop, but I cannot since, the coaches are in the way. So, reverse. Reverse now, Abercorn. There you go. There you go, girl. Nice and smooth. So yeah, Duchess of Abercorn, she is a good runner. Like I said, she is one of the smoothest runners, but only when going on medium speeds or high speeds. Like when she goes at slow speeds, then that's a different story. No question to the coach. So to control her properly. Right. So I'll just give her some time to warm up, and then she'll cover to her coaches and we'll do a running session. Alright, Abercorn, off we go. Do a little laps. There we go, running session complete. So, this is my review of the Hornby LMS Princess Coronation class, number 6234 Duchess of Abercorn. An absolutely beautiful an absolutely beautiful model. I would give it a 9.6 out of 10. Does have its flaws here and there, but other than that, it's an absolutely brilliant model. And it really does catch your eye, especially for someone who really does like classic double gauge rolling stock. So, yeah, that was just an absolute beautiful running session. I really enjoyed filming this. It's like you have to admit, seeing this coronation moving, like, with those coaches, it just looks so beautiful. It feels royalish. If you know what I'm trying to say. Well, I think you know what I'm trying to say, but it's just that that's probably a made-up word that's never been existed. Add it to my own. I will add it to the Flying Fox and Baron Productions dictionary. Yep. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video, like the video, and subscribe most of all. For my DeviantArt and Instagram, all the links to these are going to be in my bio. And that's probably the first time I'm saying that. that's quite amusing, I'll say. Also, before I end the video, there's something I have to show you real quick. Okay, so before I end the video, I want to show you this. Okay, so here is the photo of Duchess of Abercorn when in that photo while I was in the box. Look at the shade of red. This one's way more brighter than this. I mean, look, the color on the real model of Duchess of Abercorn, it's in a way more accurate kind of livery in that dark crimson lake. But this, it's just way too bright. I don't know, was that probably because of that's just how it was printed, or could it be that was just like the prototype for this model? I'm not sure. Leave me know in the comments below if you actually know the reason. Maybe the most likely reason is that was just how it was printed, but no, it could be something different. But like I said, the shade of red looks nothing like on the actual model. Like this shade of red is way more better. It's very accurate to the LMS Crimson Lake livery. So just want to say that. So, hope you all enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and subscribe most of all. This really means a lot to me for my other social media stuff and blah blah blah. You know the drill. So yeah, I'll end the video from there.